It's beer o'clock on Reload Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Y Valley Brewery and it's a bottle of their Mocha Stout coming in at 6% ABV. I got a little story I want to tell you about this beer. But first of all, of course, I want to get it out into a glass and see what we get. We've got a jet black bottle cap here. Beer in the glass. Nice bit of smoke on the opening. Jumped the gun a bit there. Beer in the glass. Here we go. Ho ho ho! Look at this for a pour. Look at that for a beer. This has been brewed by somebody who used to work at Guinness. There's a little bit of beer there. I'm not going to ruin it. I'm not going to over pour this beer. It's got a 2-finger tan coloured head. It's a jet black beer in the glass. Look at that. There's a little bit of light bleeding through the bottom of the glass. You can see the colour there. I'm going to go with jet black. It's bottle conditioned. You can see the little bits of sediment there floating around in the glass. I'm not sure if you can see that with it being jet black. But yeah, 2-finger tan coloured head. Let's get the aroma on this 6% Mocha Stout. It smells divine, absolutely divine. Raisin, plum, fig, chocolate, coffee, caramel, hint of coconut, hint of vanilla. Smells really good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Gotta put that down. Stone the crows! Stone the crows! What a fantastic Mocha Stout. Absolutely wonderful beer to drink. It's rich, it's dense, it's full of flavour. It's still easy drinking at 6%. The carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth and releases more of that flavour. And it's just wonderful. The flavours, you're getting some biscuity, bready malt to begin with. Chocolate, bitter chocolate, espresso coffee, and a little touch of sweet caramel coming from the malts. But it's the mocha coffee. I've had some coffee stouts that have been, if you like, overly done. It's been so bitter, really kind of bitter with the amount of coffee they put in. And I'll give you a good example. And this is meant to be from one of the best brewers in the world, Mikkeller. I had a can a few months back of Mikkeller Black. And I found it undrinkable. Undrinkable beer. I couldn't drink it. They shoved a crazy amount. I think sometimes Mikkeller does things just to do things. For example, he brewed that 1000 IBU IPA. And it was a crazy IPA. The bitterness was extraordinary. I know your palate can only take up to 100 IBUs. But it was because it was 1000 IBUs, it just did something else to your palate. It was making your kind of eyeballs twitch and you wanted to scratch your eyeballs. It was the same with the stout. This Mikkeller Black Stout. And I don't want to talk about it too much because this is a beer review about Y Valley's fantastic Mocha Stout. But I just want to get my point over in that they crammed so much coffee into this can of beer at 9%. I thought it was going to be wonderful, but it was just so astringent. It was so... I had to throw it away because I would have been up all night like that because of the amount of caffeine in the beer. It was about 9 o'clock at night and I thought to myself, I'm going to be up all night if I drink this beer. So I poured it away. What I'm getting at here, where I'm going with this, is that this is a touch of coffee, a touch of mocha coffee. And it's enough. It's enough because you want the roasted malts to do their job. You want them roasted malts to give you lovely roasty flavours of natural coffee, chocolate and caramel flavours. Maybe a touch of vanilla, licorice. Pardon me. Plum, fig, prune, which it does. So the coffee it's there, it's enough, it's real coffee, I can taste it. But it's not pushing the other flavours to the side, it's not dominating proceedings, and it's not meant to do that. And I'll tell you for why. I'll tell you why this has been masterfully brewed at 6% ABV. And I reckon the owner of the brewery kept a close eye on this beer. Because, and I had his name in my head before the review, and his name is really kind of just completely washed over my brain now. It will come back to me. I've met him a few times. He's a lovely chap. Peter. Anyway, Peter. I've judged with him a few times up in Ludlow. I found out recently that he was an ex-brewer of Guinness, back when they produced Guinness and it was proper Guinness. So he knows a little bit about the black stuff. So he knows how to brew a decent beer, basically. I reckon he kept a close eye on this particular beer. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention, I wanted to tell you another story about this beer, is that I was a beer rep for another South Wales brewery, and I used to travel around a lot of pubs, and I hit a pub in Cowbridge called the Hare and Hounds. I nearly forgot the name, thinking, my goodness me, I'm forgetting everything. The Hare and Hounds in Aberthin in Cowbridge, and I went in there and I spoke to my mate and I sold him some beer, and I said to him in the corner, this is going back now, we are in September 2017. This is going back probably April, May 2017. And I said to him, oh, what's that you got over there? Mocha Stout by Y Valley. Oh, I thought I got to get hold of that. And I thought it was a permanent release. I thought it was a beer that they always had. So I didn't kind of rush to get a bottle in. As it happens, I go back into the pub a few weeks later, because as a beer rep, you don't want to go into a pub too often because they'll just kick you out. You'll do their heads in and they'll kick you out. So I went back into this pub and lo and behold, they didn't have it. I was like, oh, what happened to the Mocha Stout? Sold out, limited release. Oh no! Anyway, by now I'm working for a pub myself, packed in the repping job. I'm a manager of a pub myself. And lo and behold, the guys from Y Valley Brewery come in. Joe from Y Valley comes in. And I immediately grab her and I say, I want a bottle of the Mocha Stout. And we haven't got it. We just haven't got it anymore. We haven't brewed it. And I said to her, please, do whatever you can for me. If it's in the deepest, darkest dungeon of your brewery, go and find me a bottle and please send it to me. And a few weeks later, lo and behold, I get a bag full of the Y Valley beers and a bottle of this Mocha Stout. And I'm so pleased to get it. So pleased to get it because it is a wonderful, wonderful brew. Let's rate it. Good lacing on the glass. Look at that wonderful lacing. Small bubbles chasing the head. And I'll tell you this as well. An old brewer once told me, the smaller the bubble, the better the beer. That was Jim Robinson of Wells and Youngs. He's retired now. Lovely chap. Lovely, lovely chap. Yeah, but he told me, smaller the bubble, better the beer. Can't get a smaller bubble than that. Good lacing on the glass. Good look to the beer. Good smell. Fantastic taste. That is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best coffee stouts that I've ever tasted. Because it's subtle. There's a nice subtle coffee flavour. It's not trying to beat your door down. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Reload Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.